Hey, coin folk, welcome back. Got some coin show pickups here. Thought we'd take a look at real quick. Just kind of look at everything, and then I think we're gonna end up hunting the dimes on this video, and then the rest of it will all be later. But we're gonna save this guy. That's exciting news. Anyways, we picked up a few rolls of silver, mainly just for silver content. This is all modern 90 or silver commemorative, not commemorative, proofs. What the heck am I talking about? This, I think it's mostly circulated Washingtons. Looks like there might potentially be a few proofs in there. Rosy Dimes, we had one that's completely circulated and one that mostly circulated, and then has a few of the modern proofs in it, silver proofs. But like I said, I think these are the ones we'll get into first. But want to look at everything else while we're here. We got a few blue Ikes. Had a friend that was looking for a 74, and I found that. And then a few others, 71s and 72s. That was a good price, so I snatched them up. And then we got this guy here. This is gonna take me forever, but it's supposed to be 2,500 wheat cents. I didn't pay quite that much. I actually bought it off of the same gentleman that sold me these rolls of silver here, which I actually picked up for a decent bit under melt at the time. Of course, the coin show, every time I go to the pan show, it seems like metals are going crazy. The day I picked it up was Friday, was it 18th, I think? Whatever that Friday was, when silver went up like $2. Thankfully, I don't think he was paying attention to silver price that day. Everybody else was like 24, 25 times face, and picked these up for a little under 22 times face because he gave me a little discount since I picked up all 4 rolls he had. But the prize of the show was the first coin I bought. This guy here, 1934D peace dollar. I don't see anything that's gonna stop it from straight grading. Thinking it will come back in a 2, maybe a 3. It's got a little bit of a dark spot up towards the B there, up in a TR raise, but and it's got a little bit of ugliness on the back. I'm afraid to try to dip it out though. I still haven't talked myself into doing that. But the best part about it is the VAM. This is, well, I'll set up the camera and I'll show you exactly what we're looking at. We've looked at the similar coin in other videos prior, but I'll set it up just so I can show it to you. So I'll be right back. Give me just a minute and we'll take a look. Alright, so we're back here with the peace dollar under the scope. Pardon the glare, but I don't want to take it out of the 2x2 and be handling it right now. But there is doubling in a date. A lot of this you're seeing is strike doubling, that kind of shallow doubling to the right. But there's also some doubling up. It's fairly strong in we, and then on the inside part, kind of the top of the D there, you can see it real well. It's also doubled along the chin and the lips and the nose, all the way up her forehead. But the easiest spot to pick it up is in these top rays towards the back of the headdress here. You can clearly see the double rays and the last 2 rays of the tiara. But this is an obverse that's shared with VAM 3. The coin you want is VAM 4. VAM 3 has a small premium on it, but you really need to look at the reverse, and specifically, I always struggle saying that word. You need to look at the mint mark and the placement of the mint mark. This is called the micro D or the small D mint mark. And the easiest way to kind of identify it is the larger D is almost always filled in. Let me try to zoom in a little bit and see if you can see. Whereas this one, you can usually see the opening in the middle of the D. Plus, this one sits a little bit higher, and the larger D will usually sit down more around this area down here. It's kind of easiest to draw a line coming off this the bottom of this second ray on the eagle's wing there, and if you draw a line kind of straight across, this D needs to sit like kind of right above that line, and the larger mint mark will sit below that. The one with the larger mint mark, like I said, has a small premium on it, but it's a lot more common than this one here. And I've found a number of these throughout my collecting journey, I guess. But this is by far the nicest that I've ever found. So I was pretty excited to find it. I definitely paid pretty much all the money for what the coin's worth in what the grade that I assume it's going to grade at. But let's take it back out here. Ooh, almost dropped you. But so in a 2-3 area, like I said, I pretty much paid all the money that I feel it's worth. But with the VAM, after I get it graded and attributed and everything, should probably bring like a 3 to 4 times premium, maybe 2.5. But so it'll definitely be worth it in the long run. But gonna have to send this one off to get graded here at some point. I mean, I guess I could try selling it raw, but I'd rather get it certified. I think it's a little easier to sell. Plus, if I get luckier and grade higher than I think, then it obviously would be worth even more. So, very cool. I think the highest comp that I could find was a 64, which this there's no way it's gonna get to a 64, but I think the 64 sold for like $5,000 or something like that. This will be considerably less than that. I'm hoping right around at $850 to $1,000 in that area. So pretty cool find for a couple $100. Spend another 80 or so to get it graded and VAM attributed, and it'll be definitely worth it in the long run. But that's another day. For this day, we're gonna jump back over here, and like I said, I think we're gonna start with the dimes and go from there. So I'll be back. Alright, so we got stuff separated out a little bit here. This is all the 40s here. Already have them separated by date and mint mark. Got 46, 47 Philly, 47 Denver, 48 Philly, 48 Denver, and one lonely 49 Philly. And then these are all the 50s, 60s, and those are all the proof dimes we were talking about. Oddly enough, they're all of them 2005 silver proofs. So I already went through those. Nothing stand out on them. Just standard silver proofs. But we're going to jump into these first, hunting for some varieties and stuff. And then we'll jump to the 50s and then to the 60s. Find anything along the way, I'll be sure to bring you in. Well, as with the proofs, there's nothing super exciting out of the 40s. So we're jumping right into the 50s. We got a 150 out of Denver, 51s out of Denver and Philly. 52 Denver, 53 Denver, 54s, Philly and Denver, 55, 1 out of Denver, 56s, 57s, or 857 I guess, out of Philly, and a couple 59 or 58 Denvers. We had no 59s to look at, so we're going to jump in and bring you back if I find something good. Alright, so the 50s kind of struck out as well, but that's alright. We're moving on to the 60s. Got them separated out here. Got 160 out of Philly. One each, 61 Philly and Denver. Couple 62 Denvers. Couple 63 Denvers. And as is usual, majority of them are 64s. Phillies and Denvers. But I'm always completely fine with that because there's some pretty good varieties on both the 64 Philly and the 64 Denver. And they're usually in better shape too, so I am not mad at that at all. So I'm gonna jump in and hopefully find something to bring you back and show you. I will let you know. Well, that's a wrap on the dimes. Unfortunately, no errors or varieties to speak of, unfortunately, but that's cool. We did have some nice ones. You can see this 64 there on top is really nice. I think we had a nice 58D, I think it was. A couple of the 64s were nice, but that one on top is probably the nicest. Pulled a few from that roll to fill off these rolls, and have to start another roll for some proof silvers, just to kind of keep them separated. But that's going to be it for this hunt. I think I'm going to hold off on the quarters because I actually have a few that should be coming in the mail. Figure we'll just add it all into one hunt. So I think that's going to be it for this video. And don't know which one will be next, but it'll be something. And I'll see you over there. Later, folks.